In this video, I'm going to explain why manifestation happens instantly and how to use that fact to manifest your dream life. Because here's the thing, I struggled greatly with manifestation when I first discovered it, simply because I didn't understand the fundamental principles that I will lay out in this video. And once I finally understood these basic principles about manifestation, something finally clicked and I started doing consistent 5K or even 10K months in my online business consistently. Linear time is one of the biggest illusions we are taught early on in life. It's the basic idea that time progresses linearly from past to present to future. But as it turns out, this is actually a complete fantasy. The truth is, you are constantly manifesting all of the experiences and circumstances around you as they are happening right now. This is also why affirmations like "I am going to be rich" simply don't work, because they are focused on manifesting something in the future. And have you noticed the simple fact? The future doesn't actually exist. It never has, and it never will. The future is actually only a fantasy in your mind that you are thinking about right now. So, linear time as we conventionally think about it is actually fake, but that's a good thing. Because if you subconsciously still believe that manifestation is something that happens in the future, you will always be waiting for that thing to happen, and it may or may not ever happen for you. If you're constantly just waiting, that means that you will never receive your desires or your manifestations. You are not changing your circumstances to manifest, you are changing yourself. In other words, it's not time that has to change, it's you who has to change. And that change, it actually happens as soon as you upgrade your identity through your thoughts, emotions, and frequency. So if manifestation is always actually happening instantly, why does it sometimes feel like it's taking so much time for your manifestation to happen? Here's what most people get wrong about manifestation. They think that it is about attracting something that is external to themselves. But manifestation isn't about wishing something and then waiting for it to happen. It's actually about changing yourself. But manifestation is not about getting what you want. It's about realizing who you already are. This is why in all of my videos, I always stress the importance of upgrading your current identity, your whole sense of self. Because if you want to manifest more money, for example, you have to stop identifying as someone who wants to be rich. Because if you are someone who wants to be rich, by definition, this means that you are not already rich. So start embodying the version of yourself who already is rich, who already is prosperous, who already is abundant. Ask yourself, what would that version of me who is already rich feel, do, and be on a daily basis? What would their belief system be? What are the thoughts they would be thinking, and how does that differ from my current belief system? And then start shaping your entire life around the version of yourself who is already rich. Most people get this backwards, but you don't become that person after the money shows up. The money shows up after you become that person. And this is why manifestation is always instant. Because your identity is a choice that you make right now, not a future event that may or may not happen. If you decide to become that version of yourself right this very moment, the universe will catch up, reality will catch up, and you will actually get all of your desires. So how do you actually do all this? How do you practically upgrade your identity from a day-to-day basis to become this version, to embody this version of yourself who is already rich and prosperous? Well, here is one of the most powerful methods that I personally use, and I would definitely recommend to you as well. It's to add emotional visualization to your daily routine. Set a 10-minute timer twice a day, once after waking up and once right before you go to bed. Start your timer, sit down, close your eyes, and feel your desired reality as if it's happening right now. And really do this visualization from a first-person perspective, as if you are living it right now through your own actual eyes. It's just that you're visualizing it with a lot of added emotion and gratitude. Hear the sounds and smell the smells and touch the various textures within your visualization, but most important of all, add positive emotion and gratitude. Feel what it would actually feel like when you would really receive your desires. Feel this gratitude and the joy that comes of that. This is the most practical way to tune yourself into the version of yourself who already has their desires, by adding this positive emotion to your visualization and seeing it through your own eyes as if it's already real in this very moment. This is not just daydreaming, this is actually energetic alignment that you're doing. You are literally building new neural pathways in your brain, and your brain cannot tell the difference between an event that is actually happening or one that you are vividly imagining with positive emotion. And if you do this consistently, twice a day, on a daily basis, I think this is the fastest way to get yourself to align with that positive version of yourself who already has all of their desires and manifestations and their dream life. Now, I already mentioned this, but the final part of the puzzle that is extremely important and that will actually lock in this positive new change in your life is to add a lot of gratitude to your visualizations. And I mean this very literally, and I don't mean just a surface level gratitude of being thankful for what you already have. I'm talking about something even deeper than that. I'm talking about having gratitude and feeling grateful for something that has not logically happened yet in your 3D reality. And you're not grateful because you're just feeling good or you're trying to manifest something. You're grateful because you already have the things that you are manifesting right now. Because remember, manifestation is instant. So what are you actually grateful for? Well, you're grateful because it's done. You received your manifestation. You are living your desired reality. You have everything that you could ever want. Happiness is not just being content with your life. It's not wishing to change your current state. And someone who doesn't wish to change their current state is someone who has everything that they could possibly want to have. And this mindset shift changes everything, because someone who is no longer waiting for their manifestations to happen is someone who already has what they want. Because remember, waiting equals resistance. You are inherently telling the world around you that there is a delay between what you are wanting and when you are getting it. And gratitude is the final piece of the puzzle that removes all of this delay and makes manifestation instant. Because think about it, if you are grateful for something that you do not yet have, this also means that you'd have no doubt about it actually happening for you because you believe it's already yours. So you're not thinking in lines of, oh, maybe I will receive my desires, maybe I won't. No, you're certain that you already received them, otherwise you wouldn't be grateful for them. So be sure to actually do this practice twice a day for 10 minutes. It's the best investment of your time that you're gonna find. And it also just elevates your mood to feel grateful twice a day for 10 minutes. It's such an amazing routine to add to your daily life. Do this with conviction, do this with confidence or arrogance even. You can be a little arrogant and think, oh, I'm so happy because everything that I want is just mine. So to quickly summarize, once you decide to change your current identity to someone who is already receiving all of their manifestations, this is when the instant shift will happen. And when your identity is locked in, this is when it's already done and when you already received all of your manifestations. Even when your desires don't show up in the physical world instantly, this actually doesn't matter anymore because you are so convinced and so grateful that you already received what you want that you don't have to wait anymore because you already received things that you want in your mind. And this is a mindset shift that actually changes everything. Now, I am personally committed to making videos about manifestation and manifesting business success for you on a weekly basis. So if you like this kind of content and you want me to dive deeper into the practicalities of manifestation and just building a life that is worth living, making a lot of money, subscribe to this channel and I will see you next time.